welcome everyone. This is Sally. I'm visiting Bucharest from Cambridge in the UK. And I'd like to share with you some thoughts today on forgiving, forgetting, and flying. So I've just put the first word in the flip chart, forgive. And what is nice is to think about what helps us forgive. So obviously there is the word so there's the one thing is forgive, even to have the attention to want to forgive someone. Something's happened, or we've done something that we don't like that we've done, and we want to forgive ourselves. First of all, we need to forgive ourselves. And somebody else has done something which maybe wasn't so nice. They said something. The quicker we can just forgive them, not take it personally, let it go, the easier everything will be. The easier our lives will be, our experience of this world will be. So I'm just proposing we might think of other words and other ideas that might help us. So we have forgive, and that's given the first word, but a second word that can help us let go of something that has happened. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I can let go very quickly in a few minutes.
Okay, great. I think just one word I was thinking about the letter O, openness, open to the idea. Because sometimes maybe there is that feeling, I can't forgive. You know, that might be a habit I have of thinking I cannot forgive. But to just be, okay, I'm open to the possibility of forgiving. So openness. And I know I'm English, and I'm going to have to give my own English here, possibly. So don't go by the spelling necessarily. What sort of words we might be useful in forgiving?
Renounce.
Sorry?
Renounce.
Okay. So letting it go.
Let it go.
The situation, or maybe something, also maybe something that we wanted from that situation. You may have to let it go and just accept it's not going to happen. That person can't do that thing, or I can't do it. But letting it go. That might be an easier word, not to let it go. Because renouncing maybe has a bit of a harsh feeling, whereas let it go is more gentle. G.
Grateful, but I don't know.
Graceful.
Grateful.
Nice. That's nice. That came to my mind. When we have the attitude of giving, then this can help us forgive.
Yes, very nice.
I like these. I really enjoy playing on words. You know, And forgive, for the word for can mean in advance of something, you do something. So to forgive. So we had an attitude of giving before anything happens. If we can develop that attitude, then even it helps us be able to change something in a second. So give. And yeah, to forgive. So actually there's a little noise you heard. There's a little noise that we have comes on here where we are from time to time, just to remind us to forgive, to give, to develop the attitude of giving. So we're just going to have a minute to give, and this is actually giving to the self. Not necessarily, it's giving energy to the self. I'm just going to sit for a minute and just speak a word or two. And make the body comfortable. And I play with the thought that I can step back. So there is this physical world, and it's an amazing world, and it's a very beautiful world, also a challenging world. So just play. To play, just even sitting is helpful to the body, but then to play with the thought that I'm in this physical room here, wherever I am, and I can play with being able to step back, imagine a world of light, a sky, golden red light. And in that sky, I see a tiny point of light. And I keep my focus on this point, just for a minute, just for a second. For a second, I'm letting go of whatever has happened in the past few minutes, in the past few hours, in the past few days, and coming to this space of light, the sky. Taking my mind to that space, a home-like space that is so nurturing, so lovely, so forgiving. And then from that space, I come back into the awareness of the room. And I'm going to add another word here. The thought was coming, I'm coming back to this room as a guest. It's nice when we're guests. We are, well, we're much less likely to take something personally that somebody says. Somebody may say something that's a bit grumpy or something, or angry, or okay, I'm just a guest. I'm not here for very long. That's not a big deal. I'm going to go home, to my physical home at some point. So it's not a permanent situation when we are guests. Now we can move on to I. And the letter I.
So introversion, it's okay.
Yes, yes, introversion is definitely okay. Quite a big word in English. Introversion. Someone. So introversion means going inward, reverting, coming back. And back we see that our basic nature is good. So we're coming back to realizing, however, maybe I reacted in the situation that's just happened. I lost it, to say in English. But let me come back for a minute, step back and realize that my basic true nature, my original nature is to be good, to be happy, to be loving, to be caring, to be joyful. So if any situation has happened, and maybe in that time I just have to be quiet, something's happened, I've done something or somebody else has done something, let me just become introverted. And maybe sometimes, maybe I need to move away from the situation and go and just spend some time to just, if it's affected me, then that may or may not be possible at the time. But later on, in the night time when I'm going to bed, when things are finished, let me just step back and have some time to myself, some time of introversion. Then what's nice, accept the variety. Accept the variety. We're all different. We all come from different places with different experiences in life. Like I've come here from UK, and UK has its different weather and different peoples, and come to Bucharest, and here there are different people and different. I have to the more I can accept the variety, the less I actually have to forgive anything for anybody for anything, or I can let it go because I may notice my reaction, maybe then the other people's reaction may be different here from Cambridge. So Ian.
Entertainment. I don't know. But the word was, in my mind was entertainment. But
Entertainment, nice. Nice. Entertainment.
And
Yeah, entertainment's a wonderful word. No, she said, and also end. Yes, it's over. You can say, okay, that's entertainment. And full stop.
Mhm.
Oh no, it's not. Doesn't begin with E, but we'll put it. Full stop.
Mhm.
Yeah, if I can put full stop, okay, it's over, it's happened, but now I'm not going to go there.
Mhm.
Then that also helps us come back with a different attitude when we have the next interaction. That's over, that's ended. Never mind, I don't remind myself of it. I'm not going to remind anybody else of it, because if I remind others, then it's going to continue. It's just going to go on and on and on. If I can put a full stop, even if they mention it, I say it doesn't matter, it's okay, but forget it. It's a huge help. So let's forgive. I have to go a different way to forget. I'm going to go backwards. So here we have F again. For get. Yeah. Yeah, so it's so well, if we can first of all forgive, and then we can just forget it. It's gone, it's happened, it's past. Past is past. Then that is a real help for me to move forward. If I'm always hanging on to something that's happened in the past, then I'll never forget. If I can forget it, forgive and forget, I'm going to do it the right way around as well, never mind. Otherwise it's a bit tricky. Forget that situation. Forget what has happened. Let it go. Let it become just part of the entertainment of life. Something happens. I mean, in Cambridge, we lots of people cycle everywhere, and there's some places where people don't know that they can cause a problem to other people by their way they cycle. And there's a place where I cycle along by the river, and there's a slope leading to this river, and sometimes people come down this slope very fast, and they don't realize that other people are going along at the bottom. They're going along, and and they actually have right of way, as we call it. They have the right to just go along. But sometimes these people just shoot down, and it's like in a second you have to put on the brakes, because otherwise you'll crash into them. I mean, fortunately, I know, it's another F, fortunately, I know that this can happen, so I'm alert to this, but still, this can happen many times. Somebody walks out in front of you, a car tries to turn in front of you, and let it go. The more I let go, the more I can enjoy the experience, the cycle, the ride. If I start getting, getting angry, well, that person has definitely gone well beyond. They've gone past. They're not aware of what they've done. But I'm hanging on to it. When I hang on to things, it doesn't affect them. It affects me. It affects the body. It affects the mind. Whereas if I can forget it, let it go. Some things are the same for forgive and forget. Then I can, if I can let it go, I'm likely to arrive at my destination quicker. Because if I stand there and start waving my fist and getting cross with the person who's cut me up, well, I'm just wasting time. If I can just, never mind, doesn't matter, not important, little, make it small, make it little is really helpful. And any other thoughts if I forget something? Actually, what's nice also is when you forget something, which happens, can't remember where you put something. Yeah, bringing a smile to everybody's face. You can't. The other day, something happened. I couldn't find some slippers in the house where I live, and for the life of me, I cannot remember where I had left them. I just told myself, I will remember. They will appear. They will come back. They're somewhere safe. They're somewhere. It's like when you put something in a safe place, and you forget that safe place. And the best method to remember is not to get where is it and go around, and it's just okay. let it go. It's safe somewhere. I will remember, or it will appear when it's ready. And one real help in forgetting is to take a moment again. And one really helpful way of not getting all stressed about it, and you put something somewhere and you can't remember where it is, or you can't remember the name of a person, is just to stop again. So during the day, I just stop for a minute or two here and there. Just again to step back. So in this moment, I'm aware of this physical world. I'm aware of the chair I'm sitting in. I'm aware of the body, and I move the body and I make it comfortable, because there is no gain in pain. Pain may happen, but it's not something also to let go of, something also to forgive and forget and let go. So I let go of the physical world, and I play with the thought that there is this sky, like a sky beyond the sky that I can go to. That is peaceful, loving, secure. And I see in this sky a tiny star that again is peaceful, loving, secure, beyond harm. And I hold this in my mind's eye. I hold it. I come back to it even if my mind wanders to some thoughts, to the thing that's happened, the situation. I bring it back. I let go again of that situation. Come back. And enjoy. Enjoy that space. So that when I need to come back into the situation, and home maybe it's where something's happened, and I come back with newness. End's not there, but I can add newness. I can come back with newness. It's like a guest. A guest enjoys the newness. So newness, enthusiasm,
Curiosity.
sorry, and
Curiosity said Mircea. Curiosity.
curiosity. Yeah, lovely. Curiosity. And so what I want to add in the last bit is, when we have this attitude, we can, whoops, fly. So that's the last word. Then we can fly. We can enjoy. And like a bird, we can come above. We can fly across situations. We can be entertained by situations. A bird in the sky sees us little humans on the ground walking and thinks, whoa, wow, amazing beings. So we can fly, and the more we can forgive, the more we can forget, the more the easier it becomes to just let go of this, what's happening on this physical level, and see the beauty beyond, which is what we get taught here. So, Om Shanti, and nice to be with you this evening. And hope you enjoy this.
There are a few questions.
Okay.
So of course, some people ask, how can I forgive when something really big happens? Like someone has hurt your body, or a big loss, or a big crime. People are speaking about war, about injustice. How can people forgive in such situations?
Okay, maybe I need to draw a different picture. Can I draw it here?
Yeah.
So a nice way to see this is so here I'm drawing a little picture of the physical world. So yeah, we have a physical world, and I've drawn it a bit like a stage, a bit like and maybe we can call this a home, another space. If all that we know of is this, then yes, it is hard. It is very hard to let go of things that are going on. If we know only of the physical world and everything that's happened in it, we'll be thinking about it. It isn't easy to forget, because we go to another situation and then that happens as well, and something happens again. If we can step back, if we can just play that this isn't the whole picture, that there is more to this, there is a space, and from this space we come and we are going through this world as guests. Then many things can happen in this world, but if I have the attitude that it's something, that I have a home, that I have a space, then I am safe, secure, beyond harm. And then I come here, then things happen, but maybe I can step back more, especially if I do this beforehand, before the situation happens. But I mean, many situations have happened. But if I can step back and let go of everything of this physical world, then maybe this is just a model, a potential model, something that we can play with. We can draw this little picture at home and stick it on the wall and put all the situations within this box. And say it's a situation in a box, and I am stepping back from it. I can see it, but it is separate from me. Something that happened, something that's past. I can maybe then let it go past and not mind, and it can affect me less. Does that answer the question? To some extent.
It's a question that comes quite often from people who have been even through trauma, and people do remember even what happened 10 years ago. They would, and that may be related to forgetting. Let's say something did happen and I worked on it, and maybe I did counseling or spiritual practices, and I feel I forgot it. And all of a sudden, just like that, one day all comes back into the mind. What do you do in that moment when you thought you forgot, you thought that is not there anymore, and how do I deal with it? And was it suppressed, or was it truly forgotten, but now something very, very small is coming back?
So this does happens to me. And it's like one thing, don't panic. It's come back. One thing, that's a good thing, don't panic. Not to give it attention, that's the other thing. Okay, a thought has come. Something, and even as you speak, there's some things coming back into my mind that happened a few months ago, and it wasn't so nice. And I come back to other thoughts of that star in that sky, home. I come back to the thought that this is happening. Things are happening. Things are being said in the physical world, but it's small. It's past as well. Let it go past. It's happened. Let me go forward. Let me see the beauty of that person, maybe that said it, the nice things and the beauty of their attitude and the good things about them, rather than that thing that has happened. Kind of really had to actually use this recently, because somebody said something not very nice, and a few days later they died. And it's like the memory was very strong of what they said, and something quite harsh was said. And it felt quite harsh. And at the time, I just didn't understand why is this person saying this, because normally they're really quite happy. And then obviously they'd been ill, and they were getting ill, and they were not feeling right. And that was one thing I used against it, just acceptance that and I hadn't realised actually how unwell they were. And the other thing was just then to go to see the beauty of that song, the beauty. Because actually I had the fortune to actually visit this person in hospital before they died. They didn't mention it, I didn't mention it. And they had actually gone into a really happy space. They were really sweet. That soul, that being was really happy and sweet. And I just thought, let me just not even think about it. Just see that beauty, the sweetness that's there.
May I say something? Sometimes it can help that thinking that that person don't have something with me, but is not feeling well. Perhaps he have some aches, some And because of that condition of their mind or their body, lose their temper, but not against me, against of the situation.
It's not personal.
It's not personal, yes.
That's another nice thing to feel. It's not personal.
Yes,
And treat anything as
yes,
it's not personal.
yes.
Thank you very much, Sally. Thank you. And we'll meet again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.